Hello, welcome everyone. I know that some of you might be listening to the recording, and I'm really excited to say that this is the last module of the coaching program of the 13 weeks that all of you participated. And I know that some of you did it a magnificent job participating, being present in all the calls, being on the webinars, sharing so many great ideas. And it's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic business for you moving forward. So today we're going to go over wrapping up the program itself and what the last module will be. So that's what it means that you made it, and you made it through the 13 weeks. We are in the last week of the program, so it's time to reflect and plan for the future and celebrate your success. I definitely will have to congratulate you and really thank you for being um, in this group and being present most of the time. So, really excited to share with you the wrap up webinar for today. So, with that, let's go kind of just review what we did so far within the last 13 campaign. And I know there was a couple of challenging with the timing commitment, being able to be on the time that we had scheduled and so on and so on. But again, I just want to let you know that I'm still going to be here for you, and we'll continue to have conversation. You will continue to coach you as we move forward. So don't think this is the last conversation or last webinar that we will have. So let's review what we did so far within the 13 weeks program. Um, Actually, we did some of the webinars. There was all 7 webinars, and we're going to go over what those were and what is the content of each one of them. So we're going to, this is the little agenda for today. So the program in review, absolutely, what that look like, and some of the recognition, and of course, some planning for the future. Like I said, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. So I'll continue to look for having you, even on the next class, you are invited to participate as well. So let's take a look at what we did. We have covered a lot within that 13 weeks. So during this program, here are some of the webinars that we cover. The first one was the kickoff, that kind of this introduction of what the program will going to be look like, and setting that expectation of your commitment and the timing that you needed to be on. The next one was conversational selling. I really love this. It's one of my favorites when we talk about having effective conversation in order for you to grow your business, either looking for new customers or looking for new team member for your business. The other one was multiple streams of income, and we covered that. It was about what is in it for you at Avon and what Avon has that you can offer others as you inviting them either to come and buy the products, be our customers, or in many cases when we're inviting others to come into our business. So we talk about the 4 different multiple stream of income, and we'll review them later on today. The other one was goal setting and how important that is to have a goal, because that way you know exactly what you're expecting in your business and what are some things that you're working for in order for you to really take action. Planning, we talk about planning And it's critical in the business, especially that it should not be a surprise at the end of a campaign or at the end of the quarter, and how to plan your business, either making a plan for the week, for the 2 weeks campaign, or in many cases, quarter by quarter. As you know, we have 4 quarters in the year. So it's kind of just planning for what exactly you'll be doing step by step in order to achieve your goal. The other one was working the plan, and that is about taking action, because you could put it on paper, you could put it in writing, you could just think about it. But if you don't really take action of what specific you're doing step by step, and again, we also talk about the importance of making sure that those action or your calendar or what things that you were doing in your business reflect exactly what needs to be done. Because, for example, if you're expecting to increase 10 customers for the end of the campaign, what are you doing consistently every single day? And the importance of doing that, being consistent and having taking action every single day, that will give you a result in your business. And of course, the last one is like what we're doing today, kind of just wrapping up the module. So let's take a look of how that looks like. Let's review. Was the beginning. So let's review the beginning. And the question that you're going to ask yourself is, who can tell me what the success competencies are at Avon? And you have them right here. We talk about sell, right? Sell, and how you need to be networking, how to have a discovery, exactly what is it that you need to change or do better in your business, um, effective communication, and how to sell, doing a storytelling, having to share from your own perspective, or sharing with others things and story that you know about your customers, and within your business thing that you can share with others. Closing, the importance of closing the sales when you're having those conversations and when you're sharing with someone. Social selling and the importance of doing that. The other one was manage, and how critical that is, managing your business, time management, having on your calendar, on your schedule, the specific action that you need to take when you have a goal in mind that you want to accomplish, how critical that is, because it has to mirror you goal and you plan on your calendar, and how you manage that timing. So because many times we also have family um, commitment, how do we balance that out to be successful and to do what we need to do in our business, and at the same time be with the family and do what we need to know, and do personally? So business acumen as well. So let's continue on with the next one, which is plan. In the planning, again, I cannot say it enough, the importance of goal setting and having that goal set and written, and having someone kind of as a partner, who is that person that really look out for you, that you share what are some of your goals and things that you want to accomplish, and sometime personally, sometime in the business, and whatever it is that you're working for, having that goal set. Creating strategies, many times we might do something that it's working or might work for a couple of campaigns, but maybe after a while it doesn't work. So analyzing your business and creating that strategies, that different ways to do, maybe at the end, yes, you might have the same result, but it's about making it fun and finding other ways to do it, just to make sure that you maximize your time. Analyzing your business, prioritizing, it's not about how much time you're spending maybe looking for customers. It's about how effective are you having those conversations to get the new customer. Action planning as well. So taking action and leading, lead, building trust, inspiring, motivating, managing conflicts, and influencing and recognition, making sure how, especially when you're building a team, being a good leader, it's to be a good influence and a person that you'll be able to talk to people and that they trust you because they trust you when they see that you are successful, that you're making a difference in your business, in your life. So that goes the same as when we are selling the products or when we're selling the opportunity. These are the most important competencies at Avon that every representative will need to kind of want to follow to be able to be successful. So let's review the next chapter. You know, this one is what are the steps in growth, right? So when you think about your business and you take a look at things that you want to accomplish and what the things that you have already done, what took you to this point? What took you to become an honor society, for example? What took you to get to President Club? What took you to whatever accomplishment you have already achieved? Think about that and as you continue to analyze your business and wanting to go to the next step. What are the steps of growth? And we talk about this as one of the webinars. So let's go through it again, kind of just to remind you what those are. Grow mean GROW, and I'm sure you still remember, G, get to know the person and her needs. And it was so clear. We talk about having those conversations, asking those open-ended questions about how, tell me, how many, kind of just questions that are open for people to talk to you more or tell you more about the things that you're looking for to get in order to get to know what that person wants or needs. And R, it's recommend the right Avon solution. So by you having those specific questions, open-ended questions, are you able to listen clear and to find out what are some of the solution? Because when you ask those questions and you hear from that person, it's most of the time it's about, oh, this is my problem. This is what I'm looking for to get better. Maybe my skin, I have dark circle. Maybe I have fine lines on my skin. Have really dry skin. Just to give you some example, and by you asking those open-ended questions to say, hey, also tell me more about that. When do you feel your skin most dry? When do you feel your skin more oily? Just to give you some example. So it's the time for you to listen to be able to find and recommend the right Avon solution. What is it that we have that will help them with that situation that they have? And O means offer relatable story that demonstrate you believe. The relatable stories actually it's about you connecting that situation or that problem that that person has, either the products that they're looking for, what are some of the problems on the skin they're looking for to get better, and for you to not necessarily has to be from your own story. It could be a story that you know about customers that had the same problem, and maybe by using one of the products, one of the cream, one of the body lotion, that person was able to overcome that situation. So you want to share, you know, true story about something that you did or you experienced or something that one of your customers experienced. So the customer we hear, for example, and I remember one of the example that we talked about was um, someone asking about situation with the skin, and maybe you didn't use that products, but you know a customer that did. So it's okay for you to share and say, oh, by the way, my customer, Carmen, my customer, she had the same situation, and 2 weeks later after using these, and she was able to see a difference on the skin. So you just kind of just give them some example. That's also critical. The other one is W, work to establish next steps. Okay, so this one as well, it's important because once you give them the solution and you sell that product and you share some of the recommendation, it's about closing the sales, having that customer to order. So how many would you like to get? What are some of the colors that I can get you today? Kind of just closing the sales. And that's how, what these are some of the step in growing your business, growing your customers, growing your sales, by having effective conversation. So let's talk now about the four stream of incomes. Okay, so this stream of income is not only about for you to build a team, because many of you might not be interested in building a team and some of you are. So, and maybe sometimes it's not for you, but if you know it, and we want to make sure that you know it, because by having conversation with people that you meet and people that you are in contact with, for you to be clear and you know exactly what Avon can offer to them, even though you might not consider doing it yourself, but it's about you knowing what the company that you are can offer, um, people to make a difference. So let's review what those are. The Avon's four stream of income. And of course, those are personal sales. As you know, you're selling the products, you get your commissions, you have your earnings that way, and sponsoring new representatives, right? So it's about having, recommending somebody else to your business and bringing them over to your team. And Avon give you great bonuses opportunity that we talk in about, just as simple as getting through three new recruits on your team, the bonuses that the company is giving you, including 3% of the sales, um, and all of that great bonuses available, that we're not going to go through it today, but I know you know them, and they're very easy to find on youravon.com. All the leadership package, all the incentive, and the great commissionable income that Avon has to offer to those of you that decide that you want to sponsor someone. And building a team, team building, having people in your team, inviting them to come to you, because as you are doing the business and you believe in the products, you believe in the earning opportunity, it's much easier for you to share that, and they see it because you can speak from your own words of the things that you have accomplished already, and you want to be proud and talk out loud of the things that you have accomplished so far. People want to hear that. They hear in your voice your excitement. The other stream of income is developing leaders. So as you are inviting others to come to your team, you building that team and supporting them to develop themselves as leader and bring other people as well. And that's how you build that strong team that you can say, oh my God, I'm going to go on vacation. And you know how that feeling that you could go to vacation, take a week, take 2 weeks off, and you come back, just by developing that strong team, the business stay the same, right? Because you have your people trained well, they know exactly what to do because you already taught them how to do it. So these are the four stream of income. Again, personal sales, sponsoring new representatives, team building, and developing leaders, being one of the top leaders. So let's continue on with the next module that we talk about, you know, um, setting those goals and the critical way to set those goals that needs to be a SMART goal, right? So let's talk about what that is. And for example, a SMART goal meaning that it needs to be a specific, it needs to be measurable, it needs to be obtainable, relevant, and time bound. The important of doing that is because you want to know specifically what is it that you want. You want to become a top sellers because you want to be a McConnell Club or you want to be inner circle. Be specific. Not only you want to be a top sellers, but you want to be specific on what exactly what you want. Claim that title that you want, and something that you're going to be start working with, and it has to have a time. Time is specific. Okay, by when do you want to become a McConnell Club? Okay, so having that SMART goals that little by little you'll be able to accomplish. And I know that people say all the time, how do you eat an elephant? Um, it's about making a difference in your business little by little, right? Bite by bite. What is it you doing this campaign? What is it that you're doing this month, this quarter, to be able to get closer to your goal? Because you already know exactly, is it in a year that you want to become that top seller, that you want to become a inner circle member or the President Club Recognition Program. So be specific. What title in leadership, if those of you that are working in leadership, what title in leadership you're looking for to achieve, and specifically by when do you want to become that title, so and so on. So keeping in mind that SMART goals has to be always upfront when you're thinking about setting those goals. Now it's a time to really congratulate you for completing those 13 weeks. And I know many of you probably had to listen to some recording, that which is fine. That I know many of you were able to be present in most of them. So I'm really proud of the work that you have accomplished already. And other things that not only that you learn, but the things that you share with the rest of the team. So really, really proud. So we will celebrate even more as we meet, and I'm looking forward to get to meet you, so I can present you with a certificate moving forward, maybe in a couple of weeks. I'll have to let you know when that will be so we can celebrate. So really congratulations for completing those 13 weeks of module and some homework, and for being so open to share with the rest of the team the things that was working for you and the things that you continue to work on, because again, this is not the end. This is just the beginning of what will be a fantastic year. That we have so many things in place, so many incentives, a lot of goals that you guys share with me. So continue to work on those goals. Continue to really analyze your business and take a look of, just reflecting and seeing what you are at the moment and what are some things that you continue to work on. I also have the application guide, your reflection and action plan that I would like you to complete. And as soon as you get a chance, I'm going to be emailing that to you so we can complete all the application guide and say then we are done. We've finished this program. So I'll be sending that out to you in an email so you can complete. As always, in every module, and this one as well, we have a question, the hot topic question. For this one, it's about, now that you will not be dedicating this time to the sales development program in the future? How do you plan to spend it? What is it that you're going to be doing with this time? Although I mentioned that I would like to invite you to continue to be a part of the team. We're starting a new group, and you are welcome to be present and share and continue to learn strategies and things as we are having calls and webinars. Going back, and it's okay for you to refresh your memories, and always when you repeat something you learn even more, because you always learn something. So this is the question for this module. So thinking about dreaming big and create on your future, don't stop. This is not the end. Again, I just want to let you know that we'll continue to have conversation. We'll continue to be have time together. So think about how you can get the most out of what you have. Those relationships that you build throughout what you're practicing, and things that you are, how you're making a difference in your business. So I definitely wish you the best, and feel free to reach out to me anytime you have any questions, and I'm looking forward talking to you soon. So thank you so much. We'll meet soon, and have a great rest of your day. Take care now. Bye bye.